No, Han means like it's almost an untranslatable word in
Okay.
English. It is like deep sorrow and anguish. It is like it's like a physical feeling in your heart of this like injustice that has happened in our hearts.
Yeah.
Um and as being a Korean American, but also um having just such a lovely Black community to surround me in New Haven and also in Boston. I
Right.
had learned just so much about like the things that happen in America, especially to the people of color and especially Black communities. They feel Han. Like it's so ingrained.
Ah,
It is like a bile gut wrenching. And
yeah.
this was actually drawn on the heels of the Atlanta shooting
Right.
2 years back, and
Yes.
so there's a whole poem that I can forward to you guys if you want. My wife wrote the poem and I responded to it, but basically it's this idea of like there many of those women were Korean grandmothers and
Right.
mothers, and so and Korean culture we think we're perfect people. We're not. And misogyny and like just domestic abuse is huge,
Mm,
and that the but oftentimes mothers are held in high regard. And so the grandmother who maybe immigrated to America or whatever, and interesting that the clothing that I dressed her in is the clothing of the queen's clothing,
mm.
and in Korean tradition, and it but oddly I changed her dress color to red, which is actually the kingly color. The mother in the grandmother in the middle, and the word for queen in Korean is mama.
Really?
It is. It's like it's Abba Mama is the king, but Mama is queen.
Wow.
And so she's the mother of these, and so and they're shedding their tears, they're
Yes.
crying out, and also the daughter above is crying out, and the wee one at the bottom may not understand all the things but is actually catching all the tears
Yeah.
of the suffering and is pouring it out. And also the tan color of the adult, the I guess the top character, that is tan is actually the color of funeral clothes.
Oh,
So I'm just putting in all these different things that if you don't know Korean culture, then it's not really going to resonate. But these are the little intricate. I love putting these little things in, and it just makes it actually like ooh, or like who knew that mama was going to be mama is the same thing and it's just
right.
going to sound the same, right? And so it's just fun, but also at the same time it was a place of grief. So
Yeah.
and this took so much. This was I We gave this out as a to any ministry that wanted to use it, and you please, if you want to use it in your ministry or to it's AIP month in the States. So if you wanted to use this, please like be my guest and please use it to use it in your communities in your church, because it's important to talk about also the heartache and the pain that has happened.